Alrighty, welcome to part 3 of the Donkey Kong Country commentary. Alright, Cameron, remember that level with the barrels and everything, the barrel cannons?
The barrel cannons, yeah.
Yeah, welcome to this level.
More barrel cannons!
Yeah,
We heard you like barrel cannons, so we put your barrel cannon inside a barrel cannon.
Barrel cannons, the return.
Barrel cannons, the return, and a snow level nonetheless. And yes,
the revenge.
and yes, ice physics are a present.
Oh, great!
Yay! It's great. just observe the kind of obstacles they put in your pathways with the cannons. It's not so much the cannons themselves. Actually, I take that back. The later half it is. But it's not just that. It's also the zingers. Those are the bee enemies. They place them. They have the worst enemy placement here. I would say, okay, so basically this game has had like a comfortable difficulty curve all throughout, right? This is the spike. This is the hardest level in the game. During my test playthrough, I choked so hard onto this. I actually wish I had died more often, because otherwise I would have done like a death compilation, but I only died like a couple of times in the recording. I was actually kind of disappointed by that. But yeah, this is the hardest level in the game, and this is world...
I'm disappointed of my lack of death.
I'm actually disappointed that I choked during the test playthrough and not during the recording. But yeah, so just...
I saw you almost like die from just missing a barrel.
Just observe. It's ridiculous. Yeah, I misnamed that one. Yep, now they're spinning and also moving up and down. And I have to...
Is there literally no way to get rid of the bee enemies? Or?
Nope.
No.
Wow. And they come in a different variety of colors too.
Oh god.
Yeah. So yeah, the zingers do come in a variety of things. See, the enemies with Donkey Kong, like, sometimes you can take them out with a simple jump, and sometimes you can't take them out with a jump, so you have to roll into them, and vice versa.
Okay.
Yeah, like those little tiny crocodile things with the chomping, like the clap traps, the assist trophy from Smash Ultimate.
Clap traps.
Yeah, that's all their name. Like all the crocodile enemies, they all start with a K. Go figure.
When the claptrap was in Donkey Kong.
Yeah, basically you can't roll into them because of their chomping teeth, so you have to jump onto them.
That makes sense.
Yeah, there are also bigger enemies which you can't jump on. Well, sort of. If you're Diddy, you can, because you'll just bounce off of them, but if you're Donkey, you will kill them.
Rhino!
Rhino. Yes, that right there is like a bonus room for the Animal Buddy. So if you collect like 3 of the same Animal Buddy token, you'll be brought into a bonus level with that Animal Buddy. Just collect as many things, you can get 1-ups, etc.
Interesting.
Yeah. Okay, now we're back into the level.
We're back in hell.
Back in hell. So this is after the checkpoint right here, so this is where it gets difficult. So they first start out rotating, you have to avoid the zingers. Then you add green zingers. What was that? You mind explaining, Carlos?
No.
Okay. And then they spin while also moving up and down.
Oh, great.
Fast-pacing zingers. Then they add red zingers, and they have to do that.
Then they add rainbow singers for the gays.
Yeah, and look how fast they go. Look how fast they spin.
Holy crap!
Holy shit.
You have to time that super perfectly, and there's still more level after that. So so make sure not to slip on.
There's more.
Make sure not to slip on the ice.
There's more.
If you order now, we'll get.
Okay, and the worst part about that is if you're playing it on like a high definition TV, the kind of TV these games were not meant to be played on. Everything is like incredibly pixelated.
Oh wow.
I guess I do have to play it.
You do gotta finish the game.
Yeah, I guess I gotta finish the game.
You gotta do this yourself.
Yeah, so when everything's blown up on an HD TV, like everything looks very pixelated. And since that was a whole Blizzard section, and everything was foggy because they put snow across the screen. And also the rims of the barrel cannons are white edges, so it's very difficult to see if your cannon is positioned correctly before you fire that B button. Yeah, it's not good. That level is the hardest level in the game, and it's so early on too, because that's like the biggest spike. It's sort of like the slippery climb, but not really.
Yeah.
Not really, since the rest of the game before that was like entirely comfortable. I actually can't think of like a really, really excruciatingly hard level after this point. I'm trying.
That was basically as bad as it gets throughout this entire playthrough.
Basically, I might be forgetting like one or two in the final world, but even I felt like the final world was even tame. Maybe because there are like 4 levels in it. But that's besides the point. Okay, no, we found a bonus stage within a bonus stage. Look at that. So yeah, this is actually
It's bonus stageception.
Hey, at least he's got the drip. He's got the shoes.
He's got that platinum drip.
Ostrich drip.
Ostrich drip.
Yeah, he does.
They got them Jordans.
He got them Air Jordans. That's how he can fly, right? Right, because I thought ostriches.
Yeah, he gets that sick air. That's how it works.
Because I actually don't think ostriches can fly because of their humongous size.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Yeah, look, and he's flying all around.
I mean, technically he's not flying. He's kind of more like a glide. It's a fall with style.
Ah, I see. It's falling with style. Yeah. I think that's the only time I ever show up that one, guys. I actually don't know what levels Espresso is in, but yeah. All right, Crystal Caves.
It's honestly kind of a cool looking stage.
Yeah, because like, because this is like late Super Nintendo era, and that's when they like implemented that 3D graphic chip into the system. Remember, that's why like Star Fox is like a huge deal and all that. And so Rare basically decided to take advantage of that and make a platformer out of that. Use the Donkey Kong assets with that.
I mean, isn't Donkey Kong Country the one where like they
I have osteoporosis.
Let's try that again, shall we?
Isn't Donkey Kong Country the one where
I have crippling depression.
Let's try that for real this time. Don't slip on the ice.
they're gonna
Hopefully Josh can actually get through his sentence.
But anyways, I kept trying to say, isn't this where the one where they made like Donkey Kong and Diddy Kong and probably some other stuff like 3D models first, and then they made pixel art of it for the game?
I actually haven't heard anything like that. I'm actually not quite too sure on how like 3D modeling worked in this era, because from what I guess we could tell right here, like basically everything like the Kongs and the enemies are basically like sprites but 3D. Yeah, I'm actually not sure how that works, but I guess I could look into it sometime later.
Yeah, because I think I remember hearing that like they made like 3D models first and like figured out like how it would look from whatever, and probably maybe also did stuff with like lighting or whatever, and then they turned those into sprites basically.
The general process started with creating a 3D model or wireframe on the computer. The next step was to define how the surface of the model would interact with light by applying the so-called shaders. Adding textures added another layer of realism to the models. The final step involved rigging the models for animation. Rendering the 3D data to a 2D image usually took place overnight, as it demanded many hours in order to complete all the necessary calculations.
Yeah, I guess I can see that right now, because I'm like thinking of all the animations that they do with the Kong characters specifically. There you go.
The gang's all here.
And then there's I'm gay. And then there's Chunky.
He's dead.
I'm down, dude. Donkey, he's dead.
He dead. And that's the only game Chunky ever appeared in. So yeah, I'm like thinking of all the animations and stuff. Like I think it's like most likely that they put all of them through like computer models and stuff just to see how it look in a 3D plane, but they couldn't do it yet because of the technology here.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's how like all the levels look very cool and stuff like that. I guess that's how Donkey Kong Country kind of got its like big appeal.
Fame?
Yeah, its big fame, at least early, like his revival, I should say, because like Donkey Kong is famous on its own, the arcade game. That's very famous, but I guess it's like his platforming revival. Because like I'm not trying to do a mental thought right here. Just seeing like take your standard old Super Nintendo 16-bit graphics here and apply it to this game. Like take away all the 3D elements of this game and what have you. What kind of a game would it be? Yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure how like grandiose of a game that would be, just like keeping all the level design elements and all that. But it'd probably just be like, oh yeah, Donkey Kong had a game and it was a thing. Did it sell very well? I'm not sure. Let's add the 3D graphics in. Now there are your sales.
Yeah, there you go. That's all I need to do.
Yeah, basically. Anyway, another water level.
Yeah, looks like it's taking a little while.
Yeah. So with this one, basically, if you, I'm not sure when we'll encounter another one of those things. Come on, game, cooperate with me. There it is. That octopus thing. It's called a croctopus, and basically they chase you throughout. There are multiple of them, and they chase you throughout the tight corridors of the level. They'll stop in pits like those. Then you can travel on to the next section, but then there'll be another one headed up your way.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was about to ask if that pit was like you'd hide into that and it would go past, but no.
No. The game is smart.
It knows your every move.
It does know your every move. See, if I hid in that upper pit right there, the croctopus...
Yeah, I just noticed that before it went off screen.
Uh-huh. The croctopus would have said, "Aha, gotcha."
You fool!
You fool. What have you done? Yeah, there's a section... I don't know if it's this level or maybe some other level. Maybe you already passed it. But there's like some water level that made you go... It's kind of hard to describe. Made you go vertical in an S formation because of how the coral rocks were designed and everything. And you're getting chased, I believe. That sounds fine and everything, but there's like one of these little squid enemies which you think you can swim right by. And it's like, okay, I made it through, but when you're in like the middle part of the S, it's the same squid enemy. And you're like, uh-oh, he's back. And when you go to the upper part of that S formation, the squid's already there. Oh no! Yeah, I don't know. I just found that kind of interesting how they designed that little section. 3 lives and 3 continues. That's all we have. Games never looked like this when I was a lad.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cranky's dialogue is really funny. Oh, bananas and the snake of the reptile rumble, eh? Yeah, not only will he say like funny banter about how like games have evolved and all what have you, but like also like secrets, because again, in order to like, if you want to get like 100% completion for this game, you have to find every single bonus room in the game.
Yeah, that's just what you've been trying to do.
No. I'm not that skilled.
Alright.
I've missed like a ton of I've missed a ton because I don't know where they are. It's a filler game, ladies and gentlemen. But yeah, so like I've missed like a lot of them. It's like if I were going,
Just missed them all. He's never been in one of those rooms.
Yeah, I've only like found a couple in this recording playthrough. I probably like forgot about a couple of them that I did make in the test playthrough, but then I forgot in the recording playthrough. Yeah, if I were going for all of that, all you'd hear is like the bonus music throughout this entire game.
Oh, really?
Basically, I've watched like 100% playthroughs of this game before, and I swear like the most listened to music from those playthroughs is basically just dun 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 dun, and that'll be the entire game basically.
Wow.
Yeah, just because like like the bonus rooms, you can skip like. It depends on the bonus room actually. You can skip like a good chunk of the level or like a tiny chunk of the level. It really just depends. But I'm not going for that here. But if you are, one helpful thing to know would be after you complete a level, sometimes there'll be a checkpoint like at the end of it. Like every single level has its own name. Like I don't even know what the name of this level is, but like the very first level was named Jungle Hijinks, right? And so if you beat that normally, it just remained Jungle Hijinks. But if you went after every single bonus room in that level, like the signifier of completion of that level will be an exclamation point at the end of the level name. So like it'll go from Jungle Hijinks to Jungle Hijinks.
Yeah.
Yeah. Damn it. Don't fall in the bottomless pits. Don't do that. Oh man. All right, we're in another treetop level.
Yeah.
Hooray!
It's a different color now.
Yeah, it's a different color now. This is after the celebration of the Ewoks. This is what it looks like on a normal day-to-day basis. Because that celebration right there is like the end of the war. Yay! But not really.
Oh.
So this is what it looks like normally. They turn on the purple lights.
That's a fact.
That is a fact. Star Wikipedia. Don't quote me on that.
Wikipedia.
I'm seriously. So you know, like every single franchise has their own Wikipedia page on the fandom sites. Star Wars is called Wikipedia.
That's hilarious.
It is hilarious. I really like that. Oh man. Haven't we beaten this boss already?
I was gonna say, this looks kind of familiar.
Yeah, okay, so the bosses are nothing to write home about in this game.
How many times does it repeat?
Twice, sort of. Okay, so like the difference between this one and the previous one we saw back in World 1 is this one jumps more frequently. Yeah. And it's brown. The other one is
Yeah, it's
grayish.
a different color.
Yeah. So that one is a repeat. Basically, that one is different because like the first one would just jump around. The second one would just jump to your previous location. So you'd have to move out of the way. That's how they make it harder. And I think even in like the credits roll, they named the first boss like Very Naughty with a G. And then the one we just fought would be like Really Very Naughty with a G. It's funny like that. And also a repeat. So we kind of glossed over this in the previous part. There's like this bird boss which only showed its neck from each side of the screen. It was red and it spat out coconuts at you. He kind of returns, but instead of red, he's purple, and he shoots at more coconuts now. And how the title crawl calls it, like the first one was called Master Necky, and then the purple one is called Damn It.
Jeez.
Really angry.
Yeah, people get really freaking angry, and sometimes
Even through the Player 2 controller. I don't know. I don't know how. Actually, wait, I do know. I was playing Sonic Unleashed earlier. Oh god, I meant to send this over before we started the recording session today, but I just beat the Eggman land in Sonic Unleashed for the 360, right? You want to know what my time was?
Oh god, what was it?
61:47:47.
Wait, hour long?
That's basically how long Eggman Land is.
That level sucks so
Yeah.
hard.
And there's because I remember seeing a video, I think it was from the completionist, of him like listing off like really hard achievements, and one of the ones is actually because there's like the hot dog levels in Sonic Unleashed.
Oh yeah, I remember.
Yeah, there's like the hot dog missions. There's ones for Eggman Land, which are basically time trials to try to finish them really fast. And like the hardest one, like the really hard achievement, like the last one you get for Eggman Land, is to finish it in like 40 minutes.
What?
Yeah,
40 minutes?
something like that.
Well,
yeah.
I guess that one might be possible. Because I took a lot of deaths. That's how. And because the timer doesn't reset with the checkpoint, it resets. It doesn't reset rather. That level's really bad. I'm sorry, Sonic Unleashed apologists. I do not like that game. It's
Me, I blame the apology would say it's probably the worst. That's the worst part of the game.
yeah.
I mean, honestly, me personally, with the exception of Eggman Land, I enjoyed Sonic Unleashed.
So this is our very first disagreement. Oh man. But
And that's how we got Fallout.
exactly, right? Wait a minute. What? What?
Someone say Fallout?